Well, another project I've been working on today is I need to mount the rear shocks. The bottom they're mounted through on the radius rods, you can see, but the top's got to get mounted to the frame. So what I decided to do was I went and made some lugs to weld on the side of the frame. They're 1.5 by 3/4 inch. And look here, what I'm gonna do is put them right there, like that, and I'll make it look nice. I'll drill and tap it, and then not through the frame, but just drill and tap. It'll give me 3/4 inch of thread in the lug. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is take these out and go drill them out and tap them. We'll see how that goes. Well, I got those finished and got them tacked on. I'll finish welding them when I strip everything down and clean up the frame and finish all the welds on it. I think what I'm going to do next is put a couple more layers of fiberglass on my floor. The shop's nice and warm now this afternoon. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish that. Well, while I'm waiting for the fiberglass to dry on the floor, I'm going to try pulling this transmission out. We'll see how that goes. I don't recommend doing it this way, but I had no choice. Well, I had to come up with a little better way of picking it up. I could pick it up without the torque converter in it. There's no way I'm going to pick it up with the torque converter in it and get it aligned on these dowel pins. So you see here, I got the converters in already. And there's only about 1 inch between the master cylinder and the side of the transmission, and about 1.5 inches between the steering box and the transmission. So I don't have a lot of room to fit this in there. pull it back apart. I didn't check to make sure the pilot bushing went in the crank. And I think that's what that's not the problem. I'm gonna have to do some measuring here. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time. It was my fault. The transmission was in gear and the torque converter went one step back, but it didn't go on the splines on the input shaft. Now, I got it all the way back. We're good. We should have plenty of room. I measured the distance from the face back and from the face to here to the mounting surface. And it looks like we're going to be within an eighth, 3/16 of an inch. And that's about where we're supposed to be. So, let's see. One side. Wrench. touching. It's touching. Okay. Now I need to get underneath and measure the distance, the free play in the torque converter from underneath the car. Let me shut this off and I'll get under there and see what it is. Well, I got it in, I got it together, and it's really, really close. They say they want between 1/8 of an inch and 3/16 of an inch between the torque converter and the flex plate, and I'm just a hair over the 3/16. So he gave me 3 shims, about 60 thousandths thick each, which would put me at about 130 thousand, just over 1/8 of an inch. Let me see if I can get down here and show you what we're talking about, because I'm sure there's a few people out there that not familiar with this. But here's the torque converter right here. You see the bolts here, it's not bolted up yet. But you see the play between the flex plate and the torque converter. You watch, if I move the torque converter forward, getting camera went off. All right, move it back and move it forward. So what I'm going to do is put 3 shims. There's 3 of these on here, and that'll give me the right distance for the back. And I think what I'm going to do now is take the transmission back off and leave it off, because I don't need it until I get ready to put it in final assembly. I'm going to be stripping the car back down soon to get it to go to powder coating. So I figured rather than mess with it while I got it set up, I might as well just take it out, take it off now. Well, let me pull this back out real quick. It'll fit this time. Nothing about this has been easy. This Chevy 2-speed Power Glide. I got a Reed bell housing. The torque converter has to be set up for a Ford on one end. Has to be set up for the Chevy Power Glide on the other end. It's not like anything on this build's been easy. You can just go buy a part and say, oh, it'll fit. Nothing on here just fits. Okay. Well, see how my fiberglass is doing. It's drying. All right, well, hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.